David Goggins' life is a testament to the power of mental toughness and self-discipline. Born into hardship, he transformed himself from an overweight, struggling young man into a Navy SEAL and one of the world's toughest endurance athletes. His philosophy? Master your mind, embrace suffering, and push past limits. This book serves as a blueprint for developing an unbreakable mindset through self-discipline, accountability, and relentless perseverance. Chapter 1. I Should Have Been a Statistic. Goggins grew up in a household filled with abuse and poverty. His father was violent, and his family suffered immensely. He faced severe racism and bullying, which filled him with fear and self-doubt. The chapter highlights how his childhood trauma led him to develop an initial victim mentality. However, Goggins realized that in order to change his life, he had to take ownership of his past instead of letting it define him. Lesson: your past does not define you. Acknowledge your pain, but refuse to be controlled by it. Use hardship as fuel to create a better future. Chapter 2. Truth Hurts. As a teenager, Goggins struggled academically and battled obesity, reaching nearly 300 pounds. He blamed circumstances and lived a life of excuses. One day, he looked at himself in the mirror and faced the brutal truth. He was failing himself. This moment of self-reflection led to a turning point. Lesson: take radical accountability for your life. Stop making excuses and face the brutal truth about where you stand. Only by acknowledging reality can you make meaningful changes. Chapter 3. The Impossible Task. Determined to become a Navy SEAL, Goggins had only 3 months to lose over 100 pounds to meet the entry requirements. He trained relentlessly, pushing his body beyond its limits. Through sheer willpower, he transformed himself physically and mentally. Lesson: most limitations are self-imposed. When you commit fully, the impossible becomes possible. Your body will follow wherever your mind leads. Chapter 4. Taking Souls. During SEAL training, Bud/S, Goggins learned the power of mental dominance. He observed that when people reached their breaking point, they gave up, so he made it his mission to push beyond that point. By embracing suffering and refusing to break, he intimidated his competitors and outlasted others. Lesson: develop a mindset that thrives in adversity. When others quit, push harder. Use mental toughness as a weapon to achieve your goals. Chapter 5. Armored Mind. Goggins faced multiple failures, including failing the ASVAB military entrance exam and washing out of training due to injury. However, he refused to give up. He viewed each setback as an opportunity to come back stronger, developing an armored mind that could endure anything. Lesson: failure is fuel. Every setback is an opportunity to grow. If you build mental armor, no obstacle can stop you. Chapter 6. It's not about the trophy. Goggins realized that accomplishments, such as finishing an ultramarathon or earning military honors, were not the ultimate goal. True growth came from the struggle itself, not the reward. Lesson: focus on the journey, not the outcome. The process of pushing yourself beyond limits is more valuable than the end result. Chapter 7. The Most Powerful Weapon. The mind is the strongest tool we have, but most people never train it. Goggins deliberately exposed himself to suffering, including running ultra-endurance races and enduring extreme physical challenges, to build an unbeatable mindset. Lesson: train your mind like a muscle. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. If you can control your mind, you can control your life. Chapter 8. Talent Not Required. Goggins proves that success isn't about talent. It's about grit, discipline, and relentless effort. He lacked natural athletic ability, yet he outperformed many elite competitors through sheer perseverance. Lesson: outwork your competition. Effort beats talent every time. There are no shortcuts to greatness. Chapter 9. Uncommon amongst uncommon. Even among Navy SEALs, Goggins pushed himself further. He constantly sought new challenges, from Army Ranger School to ultramarathons, to avoid complacency. He refused to be just another elite performer. He wanted to be the best among the best. Lesson: never settle. Keep striving to be better than yesterday. Success is about continuous improvement. Chapter 10. The Empowerment of Failure. Most people operate at only 40% of their potential. When you think you're done, you still have 60% left in the tank. Goggins learned this lesson through intense physical suffering, discovering that the mind quits before the body does. Lesson: push beyond perceived limits. Failure is a stepping stone to greatness. When you think you're at your limit, keep going. You have more left to give. Chapter 11. What if? Goggins challenges the reader to remove self-imposed barriers and ask, what if I can achieve more? Instead of assuming limits, he encourages an experimental mindset. Test your limits and prove yourself wrong. This mindset shift transforms limitations into opportunities. Lesson: stop limiting yourself. Approach life with curiosity and a mindset of possibility. Keep pushing forward and challenging what you believe is possible. Master your mind, defy the odds. Goggins' story is proof that anyone can transform their life through discipline, mental toughness, and a refusal to quit. His lessons apply to fitness, business, relationships, and personal growth. Stop waiting for motivation. Take control, embrace suffering, and unleash your full potential. Success isn't about luck or talent. It's about relentless effort and an indomitable spirit.